Belea's humor. He got that dark humor. Belea got that dark humor, you know. His humor is so dark. I know he be getting in trouble. That's why he got plead the fifth. How many times your mouth got you in trouble, Belea?
On this episode of the Flow Grappling Show, we're bringing in Jordan Teaches Jiu-Jitsu to talk about his upcoming match with Shanji Hibero, and then we're going to preview ADCC East Coast Trials. We're going to do a little draft, you know. We're going to figure it out on the fly, but we're going to draft some people that we think could go on some runs, could accumulate a bunch of submissions, so hopefully you guys can play along at home. But as always, this show is presented by IM8, the all-in-one formula for fighters, built for performance, trusted for recovery. Use code FLOWSPORTS for 10% off and visit
Everybody's selling something.
.com.
I ain't selling nothing on this. Now my other channel, I do sell. You know, I have a sponsor. This channel, we just hanging out.
FlowSports.com. Black Barrett back MIA, dude. Dude's nowhere to be found. But we got a very special guest calling in. We got Jordan Teaches of Jiu-Jitsu. That maybe there's probably a lot of crossover with our current fan base. Probably some people who maybe aren't as hip on. Probably not as hip to Flow on your side, and maybe vice versa for us. So could you kind of tell the people like the lane of?
I think everybody Flow grappling, more people watch you than him. Best dressed in the game.
So you found yourself in what you're out there doing in the jiu-jitsu world.
I didn't even know you had another channel. You didn't know my other
channel?
I'm
a YouTuber that mostly focuses on like concepts, fundamentals. I break down roles that I do, and I'm like, I think a lot of beginners and a lot of more casual people kind of watch my show and seem to enjoy it. So that seems to be like mostly my demographic. Like I think higher belts do watch it, but you know, it probably is a little bit of different demographics compared to like Flow. That's you know, more like competitors and whatnot like to watch other competitors compete. Where I think I'm more of a casual kind of audience.
Yeah, definitely. I think
so. What he's saying, his audience doesn't train. That took me a long time to realize. A lot of people look at the guy that shall not be named. He didn't even train. A lot of these people commenting, whatever, they don't even train. They never trained a day in their life. What is this? AI? No, I got two channels. It says if this bozo has a channel, I should start one too. Yeah. His content, I don't know, Merrill. It works. It works. He's cutting weight. This man looks miserable. Why is he cutting weight? He shouldn't have to cut weight to fight Sanji.
Interesting thing about Flow, I feel like we make a lot of very deep cut competition jiu-jitsu world type of stuff, you know, but I feel like we've never really captured kind of like the newer
put this on his face.
Like the person who's newer in their jiu-jitsu journey. It's almost like, you know, you kind of get to a point and then you start realizing like, oh, there's this like kind of deep cut sports world where then they find Flow grappling and all of that.
I ain't cutting weight.
You know, guys like you are definitely holding it down on the other end of that. With your content, you know, it's a mix. Like I've watched your stuff before and everything. I got some favorite videos of yours I'll bring up, and I got some questions about later on. But you know, it's kind of like a mix of you're learning a lot. There's technique stuff, and then it's also an entertainment.
Let me pull that up. When he got the girl's technique on the video, let me look that up. I just want you to see his thumbnails. Jordan, is that his name? Jordan. Yeah, he be having the girl's butt on the. He trained with a couple people. Yeah, he be having a girl on there. Those be his best videos, the ones with his girl on there. I ain't cutting weight. I'm supposed to be eating. Yeah, he be having his girl. I mean, that's marketing. You know, I don't hate that too much. Well, yeah, he got a couple pictures with the girl in there. Okay, that's not bad. You know, a couple pictures with the girl on there. I think he blew up during COVID. You know, during COVID, you could post anything on jiu-jitsu and do well.
Aspect. I'm curious, you know, when you approach content and stuff, how much are you leaning into like, I want this to be very informational, very technical?
Yeah, you got some clips or something.
Entertaining jiu-jitsu
to the money bird
for the jiu-jitsu world.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of both, depending on like what type of video that I'm trying to make. But overall, I always want to entertain people because, you know, when I was coming up, like learning jiu-jitsu as a white belt, as a blue belt, like I consumed so much jiu-jitsu content. Like I was just so obsessed with jiu-jitsu, and I kind of try to make my channel something that I would want to watch when I was coming up. And that's kind of the way I approach it. Like, what do people want to see and what are they
You thought
interested in?
Moneybrook
Because
Stories
like
Wild, you ain't
for a
seen
long
nothing.
time,
Oh,
people were
okay.
just showing like techniques only
Who is
on
that guy?
YouTube, and techniques are
Is
great.
this guy a
But
blue belt? He's
from
a
day
black
one, I
belt
was
somehow.
saying that I want to teach you not just techniques, but how to actually do
Rafael
jujitsu.
Tori.
And I think that's what I've accomplished. Like by really leaning into concepts and that kind of stuff. But I also like to make funny videos that or funny like challenge videos and whatnot. Like I have prank videos. I have like yeah, different challenges like the guess
Rafael.
my belt challenge, for example,
Calm
where I
down,
rolled
Belay.
with
I'll get to
a
it.
bunch of people. Then
He has
after
videos of
like a
rolling
1 minute
with
round, I had to guess their
Guess My Belt.
belts.
He has
So
Guess
it
what
wasn't like
color belt they
educational.
are.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
I've
guess it wasn't different
seen,
in
I
a
haven't seen
different
his
way,
videos, but
but
I know of them.
yeah, I would say overall, I try to have a balance of both because jiu-jitsu can be boring, and I try to
That's
avoid
true.
it being boring as much as I can.
Why you guys watch
How'd you get into
instructions
this lane
in the first place? This stuff
Jordan,
don't work.
what's kind of your origin story? How'd you start training, and when did the kind of YouTube come into your life?
Yeah, so I started training in 2012.
You
I
just
was
log
like,
roll.
I don't know. I basically just decided I wanted to start this now, and like I told my wife, like I'm gonna be a jiu-jitsu champion, all this stuff before I even started, because I just knew I was gonna like it. I knew I was gonna succeed in it,
Did he
and
become a jiu-jitsu
like I
champion?
might not be a world champion, but like I think I'm pretty good and I've accomplished a lot. So like I
What
feel
did
like
he
I've held up
accomplish?
to that, like what my goal was from the beginning. And
Balea,
originally, I wanted to be like
Balea
doing MMA, and I did get into MMA, but like
has gone to the essence of jiu-jitsu.
like the town I was at only had jiu-jitsu, so I just started with that and just fell in love. And
Calm down,
that's been
Balea. I'm
it
gonna
ever
get to
since
it.
for jiu-jitsu.
Let me.
But in
We
terms of
got
the
it.
YouTube
People want to
channel,
see this.
it was basically coming off the pandemic. I was like, it was really hard on me as a gym owner and like financially, mentally,
Balea's
everything.
like, come
And I was
on,
just like
Rafael
super
Tori, come
depressed
on.
and like I need to do something.
Watch
So
a little bit, Balea.
then one of my friends had, he's talking to me about a YouTube channel, and I was saying like, yeah, I wanted to do that for a long time, but like so saturated. Like, how do I like, why would anyone want to learn from me? And he was telling me like, people want to learn from you specifically, like your personality, this kind of stuff, and
What
everyone
personality?
kind of has their own niche because everyone's different. It's Greg King, by the way, if he's watching, I appreciate you, Greg King. But yeah, he kind of put that in my head of like, yeah, it's like you're the niche. And I realized, okay, well, maybe I can do this. And then I just went 100% forward trying to succeed. And yeah, a cool thing was I told myself I'm going all
Balea, why don't you guys have John Thomas or somebody? Anybody would have been better
this. I spent
than some of these
$10,000 on
guys.
equipment, like cameras.
He said he spent $10,000 on equipment. Okay, that ain't fair. $10,000 on equipment. I'm glad he did well, because what if he wasted that $10,000? LL Snap says, we did 10 rounds yesterday, 10 minutes apiece. You learn more from that than anything. Well, some people, the nerdy people need that. They need the
All
instructional.
this stuff. And I told myself, like, I'm doing this. I'm burning the ships. I'm going to succeed, and it'll be a
that's
cool
terrible.
story to tell
Why
one
do you
day
do it that way?
that like I went all in and succeeded, and now I get to tell that story. So I think that's pretty cool.
YouTuber kind of a glamorous job title these days.
It's the #1 job kids want to grow up and be now.
Yeah. I just wondered, did you ever think that you'd find yourself being a YouTuber?
I'd be insulted if someone called me a YouTuber.
Now that you're here.
Well, it's kind of a funny thing for me because like I have a very laid back kind of introvert personality. So I don't think I am the typical guy to become a YouTuber. I think it's kind of funny that I've done that, but I don't know. I always kind of wanted to do this, and yeah, like I don't know. I always had in my head I'd be like making a YouTube channel or something like that. I was just gonna wait till like I was a brown or black belt, but then I just never got around to it. And then yeah, the pandemic happened. I was like, well, now's the time. It's now or never. I gotta figure out a way to make money online and
champion,
boost my
YouTube famous
presence and make things easier for myself and my family.
which arguably
because
is
having a gym only
not
isn't
better.
the best strategy when
It's not better,
things like
but it is more
pandemics can
famous.
happen.
You are more famous being a YouTuber.
So
than a
basically, you
jiu-jitsu
started
person.
up or kickstarted your channel like 2020, 2021, sometime there during the pandemic. Now it's only 2025. What's been like the process of growing that channel? Did you immediately drop some stuff and it started getting traction, or was there particular videos that ended up, getting you more growth or anything? How did that growth of your channel kind of work?
Yeah, so it took about like 3 or 4 months and still until I started seeing growth. Like I was just posting kind of similar stuff to other people of like technique and whatnot. And then I was just always thinking,
does he
okay,
have?
what can I do better? What can I do different? Because to succeed on YouTube, you need to either be
got
first,
300K?
you
That's
need
a
to be the
lot.
best, or you need to be different. So I really took that
You got a couple videos
idea
with a
in
million
mind and thought,
views.
how can I, like, I felt like I'm the best.
Black
I'm
belt in
pretty confident.
disguise,
I'm
Hughes
like,
and Jack
how can
purple
I be
belt, fake
different?
white belt
And
prank.
that's what got me thinking of, okay, I'm gonna get like a really nice camera. I'm gonna like record rolls, and I got the idea from MMA Shredded, Jeff Chan, because he would record his sparring rounds, and they were like, I really like watching them, and then he'd use them to make videos, like all his sparring rounds. So I figured, okay, why can't that be done for jiu-jitsu?
Because
And
he's gonna have a
some
match
people were
against
kind of doing it
Sanji
in the sense
Hibeto.
of like there was some rolling commentaries, like rolling narration, but not quite to the level that well, yeah, not as much as I kind of started it. Like I kind of just did it more, did it a bit different, and
You got
really
more
like
than
wrote
me. That's
scripts and
true.
whatnot and before,
That's
like,
true.
recording the audio, not just like talking
Quality, bro.
off the
Quality.
cuff.
Quality.
So yeah, it's only took like 3 or 4 months. I actually used like YouTube ads in the beginning to help like propel myself, like put myself in people's
That's
faces,
just how the
and that
sport
helped a
is.
little bit. But then it was really, I did a roll with 315-pound blue belt, or he's purple, I couldn't remember, no, purple belt. He has 315 pounds, and someone posted it on Reddit, and ever since, like, when that happened, it went on the algorithm like crazy, and I just got like so many subscribers like in the next like
Mm.
weeks, like after that, and well, months really. It was just like nonstop
That's how it
going up
goes,
in
bro.
subscribers for a while, and it all started from that video. And yeah, from there, just kept trying to think, what kind of different videos can I make? How can I entertain people? I'm always trying to figure out like, what can I do better? What can I do
You need
different?
to step your game up,
And
letting these
have like new
jabronis beat
ideas, like new
you.
exciting ideas, because I can't just do the
Nothing
same
I
thing
do with
over
the
and over
algorithm.
and expect people to keep wanting to watch.
This dude has money.
Whenever,
A real
whenever that
deal
video
guy
started
don't have the
catching some
money or
traction,
time to do
you're
that.
watching the views go up, the subscribers roll in. Was that an intoxicating feeling?
Yeah, I mean, even my homeboy John don't have 300. He got like 100,000. And he put like his life into his YouTube channel. So it's just how it is, man. You can make something good and it's not pop off. Same thing with music and whatever else. You call that man a jabroni.
A good feeling, just kind of seeing like some hard work pay off a little bit.
Yeah, that was like pretty like indescribable. Like that was like it was crazy.
Yeah, he's put his whole life
I
into his
felt kind
YouTube
of
channel.
like, oh my God, like all this hard work, all this like hardship I've been through.
I
Because
talked
again, the
about you just for
pandemic
3
was super
hours.
hard on me.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, it's like really paying off now. And I can really see myself having like a real solid go at this. Like people
Yeah, but I
like
could be doing other
this
stuff in that 3
video,
hours.
and I can make a lot of videos like this and a lot more for years to come. So that was really like, when that happened, when I hit the algorithm, that was really showed me that yeah, this can be like a real thing. And it was quite the feeling.
I wonder if he made his $10,000 back.
We will get into some of your more competition
Challenges,
background,
dude.
all of
I'm
that
gonna
and
fuck
stuff
that dude
too.
up.
But you brought up the
the
guessing
match is
people's belt
over.
rank
The
video.
match is over.
And I would say that's probably one of my favorite videos of yours because for one, it's just
I don't got the
well
credentials
made
to
in the
fight
sense
that guy.
like, you kind of get to play along, as the viewer,
They got him
and you
fighting
can kind of guess
Sanji
as well.
Hibeto, Mush.
But it was also a
got him
somewhat
fighting Sanji.
impossible task. I
You
feel
help me
like
train? I'm
for
pretty-
anyone
I'm
who's done
pretty
a
good.
lot
I
of
think I can take
training,
him right
done
now.
a lot of jiu-jitsu, it's
Mush
like
gonna help me?
1 minute is a hard amount of time to like really identify how good someone is at
I'm still
jiu-jitsu,
competing.
espally like because who knows how that role is going to go.
I don't
Are you
have to
really going
rely
to
on
get
my
into a game
social
or
media.
anything to showcase someone's skill? And there were a couple where it was like, oh man, it ended up being like a black belt, but I think you said he was like felt like a purple or a blue. So I don't know, maybe you could talk to us some about that video because that was not a place that I would have wanted to find myself in, trying to have to like identify these belts. What was that video like on your end?
I want to
Really?
hear about Sanji.
Instagram. It's crazy.
All these guys with all these followers, just call out these dudes. I kind of want to waste my time. Maybe that's the method. That's an insult to me though to fight that guy. Next New Jersey, no. I'm here in Florida. I'm not going to Jersey. You got it's what is it next week? You got to sign up this week, Friday, bro. Yo, boost the channel. That's true. I'm kind of still doing my own stuff, I don't know, man. I don't even want to be around some of these people. The 22nd, 23rd, November, 2 weeks. Oh, it's 2 weeks from now. That's next week, bro. Isn't 22nd next week? Yeah, 22nd is next week, bro. It's the 12th right now. No, it's not. Yeah, 22nd is next Saturday. So you got to sign up. Friday's the deadline. Come on, Danny Chopper. You got to sign up this weekend. to do it the next week. Let's try to get me to call this guy out. You been out? Okay. Danny Chop been arguing with me. I'm here. I'm doing a tournament this weekend, so I can't. And I have something planned next weekend, so I can't. Much said call this guy out. He already fighting Sanji Ibeto. He already jumped over me.
Out there look good. So I feel like there's pressure, but at the same
here he goes.
I do want to make the
if all of that stuff when you look competitive.
Here we go. Here we go.
In a tough scene.
Definitely, yeah. We've had Carson and Ryan Giuliano on, but they kind of fought each other. This is the first time we've kind of brought somebody from like the YouTube jiu-jitsu world and is actually fighting like an established, like known competitor in Shanji, who, I mean, honestly is arguably one of the greatest of all time. Like when you look at his accolades and, you know, he beat Roger Gracie in his prime, all of that stuff. So I'm wondering, is there like any sort of added pressure whenever it's kind of like you're representing the YouTube jiu-jitsu world in a way, you know, where it's like, all right, let's see if these YouTube jiu-jitsu guys really are that good when it comes to like high level competition.
About to get crushed, bro.
Yeah, I would say there is pressure because, you know, I do want to make the content creators out there look good and not like, you know, why this guy get a match against someone so good and he just gets his ass kicked, right? Like, I don't think that'd be good for the content creator kind of community. So I feel like there's pressure, but
he already got his time, like for when he loses.
I don't know. Whenever I compete, like once I'm like doing it, I'm just locked in. All I care about is getting the win. So like, I don't think that pressure is going to kind of get to me, but like during the match, but definitely like beforehand, I always get nervous to compete. Like that's one reason I don't love competing is because I get so nervous because I just want to win so bad. And this match against Janji,
I don't want to compete because I get so nervous because I want to win so bad. You guys want me to fight that guy? That's an insult. I don't care how many followers this bro. Listen. What the hell? What the hell? He shouldn't even be fighting Sanji Ibeto. He shouldn't be on the card. Well, Blaze said it wasn't his decision.
Definitely nervous, but again, once I'm in there, like I'm locked in, and you know, I don't put anyone on the pedestal. Like I respect Janji. I think he's a legend of the sport, but like, you know, he's a man with 2 arms, 2 legs, and a neck, and so am I. And you know, he's good at jiu-jitsu, and I think I am too. So like,
shut the hell up, bro. Shut the hell up.
How familiar were you with Shanji? Is he somebody that you watched a lot growing up in jiu-jitsu and everything, or
just shut the hell
was
up?
It a lot left field?
Yeah, like pretty familiar because, you know, when I was a lower belt, that's when I really like cared more about like, I don't know, competitions, competitors, and like that kind of stuff. But you know, I used to read Jiu-Jitsu University every single day. Like I'd be eating my breakfast, my cereal, I just at the table reading Jiu-Jitsu University, written by his brother, and he was in it for a lot of it. So like, I saw him a lot, and I definitely knew who he was, and I knew how good he was, and so it's kind of a cool thing for me, like, you know, someone that like. See the chat on here. Yeah, I watched coming up so much, and like, you know, when he was winning world championships, I was just a white belt, and like, you know, I was in high school actually when he won his first world championship. So like, it's a cool thing for me, and I'm just excited and grateful for the opportunity.
Have you, since you found out that this match was on the table, and you know, since signing the contract and everything, have you changed up your training at all? Are you doing more like situational stuff, trying to get ready for some of the things that he's amazing at? You know, the closed guard, things like that, the arm bars. Or is it just kind of like focusing on what you're doing?
Yeah, I always just focus on myself. Like any like jiu-jitsu match or MMA fight, I never cared what they're gonna do. Like I'm not a guy that has a game plan. Like I just like I feel like I don't need it. Like I feel comfortable everywhere.
Jordan is also super
and I just need to make sure that I'm in shape.
Well, Sanji is older, but
I think that is going to be a good night for me. So yeah, I've just been training harder, training more, just gonna more cardio,
use this to get more followers and more content
as much as I can. But yeah, no like specific game plan. I have some things in mind that I want to, you know, I'm like kind of a loose game plan, I guess, but I'm comfortable wherever it goes.
I don't think you can game plan for Sanji, really.
So I'm gonna ask, you know, is there any moment from kind of Shanji's past that really sticks out to you? And was there any apprehension to take the match just because of you know the level of Shanji, where you were thinking maybe I'll start a little lower, work up to Shanji, or were you gung ho about it right from the get go?
Yeah, so in terms of moments, so nothing specifically kind of sticks out. Like he's just got such an amazing career, other than like beating Roger Gracie. Like that's crazy. You know, Roger's really good.
Well, Roger's like, really good.
So is Shanji, but like you know, Roger's like the one of the GOATs. So like beating him is a big deal.
Sanji's one of the GOATs.
Yeah, I didn't have any apprehension. The name was sent to me. I said, absolutely, I will. Like, let's go. And I didn't have any doubt in my mind. I wouldn't take the match if I didn't think I was going to win.
Bro,
like, I think I'm going to win. That's why I took the match.
You need some doubt, bro.
And yeah, I was just excited. I wanted someone tough. Like, I asked for different people. I asked for Kit Dale. I respected Kit Dale. Like, that's why I wanted him. He's really good, and he's also a content creator. Like, or kind of like one of the first kind of content creators, like making like funny videos, that kind of stuff. So I thought it would be kind of funny, or not funny, but like,
once said Sanji is one of the greatest opponents of all time. This dude might not last
in a sense.
I mean, Sanji is older.
There's other
but
people asked for too.
This is an insult.
But
really.
Then when they offered me Shanji, yeah, I was like, I can't turn this down. This is amazing, and I think it'll just be really good for me to win. And even if I don't win, I think that I'm not going to get my ass kicked. So like, that's what I think. At least I'm pretty sure. So I think
what do you say?
Just be really good for me to win.
Sanji, kick his
even
ass.
If I don't win,
Sanji, kick his ass.
I'm not gonna get my ass kicked.
Sanji, kick his. I'm gonna post this on Instagram. Sanji, kick his ass for us.
I think that'll maybe
kick his ass. Sanji, kick his ass.
I just think it's the perfect matchup. Like, kind of
kick his ass.
People might think like, in a sense, it's kind of high reward, low risk. But like, I hate losing. So like,
you about to lose.
Doesn't matter who it is.
You about to lose.
Like,
somebody take him out.
The risk is losing, and I don't want to do that.
Take him out.
Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
You mentioned watching people coming up. And seeing Shanji coming up, looking at some of the Jiu-Jitsu University stuff. Could you tell us, Jordan, you don't have to talk about, contemporaries, but when you're coming up, what are some of the Jiu-Jitsu channels that you would watch that you really enjoyed? What were some of those early channels?
Yeah, I liked Jason Scully. I liked Stephen Kessling. Who else? I don't know. I just watched everything, honestly. I just watched, like, I'd be like interested. I wanted to learn something to say, like, for example,
all he's doing is getting more attention for his channel.
Guard. I would look at every single video on YouTube.
That's all it is now, man.
Like, for butterfly guard, or if it was like the truck or like Kimura trap.
That's all it is now, man. Like, I don't know. You guys like call this guy out? Samurai Onion, what's up, man? I just now saw your message on Twitch. That's all it is now, man. It's just bull crap like this, bro. You guys like call this guy out. I don't want to waste my goddamn time. This motherfucker, bro. He think he gonna beat Sanji Hibero. How he gonna be? How? He sound delusional like the guy that shall not be named. He sounds the exact same. What's wrong with these people, bro? This man beat Hodger Gracie. You ain't never gonna have a chance of beating Hodger. Never in a million years could that man beat Hodger Gracie. I'm trying to say. I think I messed it up. It pisses me off. And that's how the sport's going to be. It's going to be all influencers. No champions, just influencers. So people that didn't get it out the mud, that's first day on YouTube, spent $10,000, got the best camera, best everything. Yeah, some of us got to do all the editing. I got to do everything. But LO Snap over here making fun of me. I got to edit, make the script, make the thumbnail, market it. I'll be over here tired. I've been working on one video for 4 months. And I got LO Snap jumping on me. Dorothy says, technically, the time Sanji beat Hodger, there was a... No. That don't count. That don't count. How many years ago? That's over 10 years ago. No. Dorothy Slippers, weren't you the one that said the... Dorothy Slippers, I don't know if we can trust your judgment too much either. What's the guy Balea wanted us to look at? We got about another hour. He said this guy's worse than Moneyberg. Where's this guy's name? Rafael. What the heck is this guy's name? Yeah, my boy John got good content too, and he won worlds. Did it? He don't get that much love either. So that's just how it is, man. I'm very wary of the entertainment industry. I ain't trying to jump around and hang around with too many of these people. Have your morals compromised? What's the guy's name? Balea already jumped out of here. Balea threw a little tantrum. I told Balea I was going to get to the video. It took me we gotta go take our time. I hope I'm gonna post that video of Sanji. Sanji, please tap that motherfucker out. He said, Alec, you say that, but you trying to push me to the shawty in New Jersey. What did I say? Has Jordan ever competed? The internet says he competed in the Toronto Open once. Wow. Okay. Much said it wasn't a tap. We're not gonna watch that match, bro. You guys are gonna. A win's a win. Danny Chopper said, I'm pushing him to that girl. Yeah, you could do both. Go compete and then go hang out on that couch. Look at her toes. Caress her toes for us. Who is this guy, bro? Rafael Torre Goron? Who the heck is this guy? The most deadly. Oh, I think I've heard of this guy. Most deadly fake record fraud. Now, Balea, you know I can't be watching all these videos. Sanji didn't tap Hodger. That's absurd. What was the video, bro? What was the video? What year was it? What year was that match? They had a couple matches. Was it this one? No, I don't think it was that year. Oh, it was that year. I think I was there. That's how old I am. I was there. I'm pretty sure I saw that match live. Says brother trying to get me on the couch where J-Rod sat. Well, I mean he already been there, so I must have to volunteer one of us. Let us know. Rafael Torres, fake black belt, in jail for murder. Oh, okay. Well, there's some other worse people than that. Dorothy Slipper says no. Hodger claims that Sanji tapped right before time ran out. Sanji says he was telling him to stop. He probably Hodger complaining. Hodger he don't like losing. That's why Hodger said that. You remember Sanji not getting points for a fireman's carry against Hodger? That's back when Gracie Baja ran things. They still do, but this is from the DVD. This must be from if you guys back in the day, we didn't have streaming. There was streaming kinda, but if you wanted to watch Worlds, it was on the DVD. But they didn't put all the matches on there. You had to make it to the quarterfinals possibly, and they only had maybe if you were lucky they had brown belts on there, brown belt, black belts. It wasn't every match. Quarterfinals, semifinals, something like that. I don't even think they had the girls on there. Yeah, Bill Cooper was good back then. I don't know why he was fighting. Was that middleweight? Sergio Moraes was good. I mean, he's still good. Let me move this thing over. It's kind of in the way. Here we go. Move that over my head. There we go. So yeah, they had the DVD. You had to wait for the DVD to come out a couple months after the World Championships, and you know what? We sat there and watched that DVD. It was expensive too. Yeah, that's all we had. There was no YouTube videos. We had to watch instructionals. That was our content back then. Yeah, you had to watch the DVD, and I think it was like 100. How much was the DVD? Well, I never bought the DVD, but some of my homeboys would buy the DVD. And you know what? You watch the DVD, and then all right, you want to watch the DVD, pass it along. Says, wouldn't someone like Marcos Tinoco, who has followers, be a better match for Sanji? Yeah, possibly. But that would be a real match, though. That would be a real match. Sanji would have to train for that match. It was Sergio's first year at Black Belt 2, same tournament where he tapped Kron. Okay, I was there as well. Budo Videos had rolled up episodes. Let's see the match, man. I don't know why it's not playing.
Crown jewel within the crown jewel, the open weight Mundials finals. No introduction needed. Shanji Hibero against Hodger Gracie. In 2006, these guys met. Shanji came out on top in the final seconds, stealing victory from Hodger with seconds left. 2007, Hodger Gracie won, but Shanji was nowhere to be found. So Hodger needs to avenge this loss, and this is the first time they've seen each other since the 2006 Openweight Finals. This is the best of the best. I can't wait to get this.
Did Sanji beat him twice or just once?
Won the Openweight
Considered pretty much the most prestigious title in the World Championships. This should be an exciting match. Sanji is a much more tactical player, and Hodger's gonna always look for finishes. So let's see what happens and see who comes out on top.
Oh, he beat him twice?
The defending 2007 World Openweight champion, but he didn't face Shanji.
Yeah, he's probably been itching to get.
We need to watch the first one. Should we watch the first one?
On Shanji, because.
Let me watch the first one. What year was the first one, Mush? Hodger wearing the judo gi. Yo, he did a lot of judo. What year was it? Was it this one? Oh, Blade got some videos too. (2006) Okay, so back in Brazil. Balea, where are you, Balea? We're watching your videos. Tijuca Tennis Clube. Homeboy said, I think I can take Sanji Ribeiro, even though he beat Hodger twice. Can I slap that guy? I want to slap all these influencers. My man started losing that hair pretty fast, huh? Sanji beat Hodger twice in 2006. Well, didn't he beat him in later too? How many times did Sanji beat Hodger then? I don't think we're gonna watch. We're not gonna watch every match, bro. That'd be too much. Jesus Christ. Muzio. Isaac Dolan put out a good post. (2006) in Worlds and Pans, and then 2008. I wish they would let us wear rash guards, because you know the girls can wear rash guards. Why can't we wear rash guards? Ooh, that looks like a good video. Combate. I mean, you can't pull guard against Hodger. Brazilians like to show off how hairless they are. Oh, yeah, two. Deutsch. Yeah, certain positions, like, you can't really pull guard on Hodger. And you don't want to go to Hodger's close guard. You don't want to half guard. You don't want to pull half guard. Actually, you can't really do much to Hodger. It's tough. You would need to be similarly sized and technical to beat Hodger. Otherwise, you cooked. Now, Sanji, he got a good turtle. You know, his back defense is up there. So that shouldn't be a takedown. Sanji's 5 inches shorter and 30 pounds lighter than the greatest ever. He's a monster. He got 2 for that? Wait a second. Wait, whoa. Let's see, in the modern grappling. Yeah, okay, wait a second. That should not be 2. So he got taken down. He's not in a guard. He's in a turtle. But he did get to a guard. He got to a guard. He built up. I'm not sure what they would score that now times. You know, I'm sure now they take that away. It'd be like advantage. Avantage. He did have a little bit of a guard. I don't know if he established. He wrestled up. But Hodger, he never had a guard. You know, they can find some ways to screw you over now, Mush. You think, yeah, I got 2 points. Is it a takedown? But if he was in turtle and Hodger just fell down before Sanji could get a guard, it would not have been a takedown. A little bit of half guard here. Hodger can do this crazy spread out half guard. I mean, Hodger's lost a couple times. I know modern times they will find a way to not give you the points. What do you get an advantage for? The half guard? Don't go close guard. No! No! Yeah, if you roll Hodger, stay out of his close guard, man. Smash. Yeah, back in the day, you got an advantage for cross-facing. You got to get out of that close guard. Whatever you do, don't let that arm go across your body. Whatever you do, don't let that arm go across your body. That's over. I think Hodger probably has the best close guard we've ever seen from an effectiveness standpoint. You got to stand up, just like in judo. Stand up. He fighting. He got a good grip. Underhook at the leg. Stands up. You got to get out of there quick before Hodger grab your leg. Watch out. Umaplata. Okay. Nice. Let the gi sleeve be loose. There you go. Where my Brazilians at? They love to pull their arm through that gi. Homeboy said, I think I got a chance of beating Sanji Ribeiro. How? You don't roll. You roll on your... Hodger only lost when he was a teenager once to Sanji and Ronaldo. He wasn't no teenager, bro. He was in his 20s. Unfortunately, soon to the new White Hope. Oh, Sanji. Hodger or Sanji? I'm pretty sure Hodger was an adult by this point. Was he like 19? Here in America, 18, you're an adult. And I guess technically you're still a teenager. That was a nice sweep. Umaplata sweep. Sanji should have got out of that before. Okay, 2-2 or 4-2. Yeah, you can't let Hodger come back on top. Hodger. How old is Hodger? Is he in his 40s? Yeah, Hodger had to be older because I was 17, 2006. Hodger was definitely in his 20s. Sanji got a good guard too. Remember the Sanji sweep from close guard? He hit on Marcelo. I still use that move. Says I'm going to be the new Josiah. No, don't say that. Please, Dorothy Slippers, please. We still traumatized. We still traumatized on this channel. He said I'm going to be the new. We don't even speak that name on here. You're not even supposed to say that name no more. That name is blacklisted on here. How do I do that? I'm trying to get rid of that name on here. Uh-oh, here we go. Brother, please, we ain't making a comeback if this happens again. Now you would have had a lot more advantages. You probably have 2 advantages added just from that. You turtle once, stack, almost stack. Well, maybe that'll just be 1. He said, let me bring back he who shall not be named. The flower sweep. Yeah, I like that move. I call it the Sanji sweep. Well, it's a little bit different from the setup because it's not telegraphed, right? Hey, Sanji! Should be another advantage. Arte Suave, watch along. Yeah, we'll have to watch that for sure. Probably have to do it on Twitch because that music, you know, we gotta listen to the music for Arte Suave. What happened to Jiu-Jitsu? It's not cool. Like back in Arte Suave days, it was so cool. Now it's like, this is all these lame influencers, bro. I'm gonna start telling people I do judo. I'm a white belt in judo. Says, man, Sanji was amazing at getting to turtle. Yeah, his defense. Remember he came back, he retired, and then he came back. That was nice. 2 almost. Advantage. Oh no. How do you set that up? There was one Worlds he came back out of retirement, and I don't know if he fought Andre Galvao or somebody. He came back to win that. Sayanagi. Mush, is this your throw, Mush? Well, that's not is that an Ippon, Mush? He says guys were trying to scrap back then. Yeah. On the mat and off the mat. They gave him 2 real quick. How did he get 2 so fast? They gave him 2. That's a score. Now they take that away. They take all your points away nowadays. You can't even score no more. Back then, if your shoulders touch, it was points. Oh. Now they don't give a crap. If he pop back up like that, advantage. Then they take your point away. Hodder should have had some more advantages, though. They screwed him on advantages back then. Modern jiu-jitsu is not so fun because you got to sit there and do math in your head. Well, I got 30 seconds to pull. Okay, the clock is timing me. Oh, I didn't get points here. Fuck, I'm screwed. Hey. That influencer said he thinks he has a chance of beating Sanji Ribeiro. What the hell is wrong with this guy? We can't have people believing all these delusions. Papa June text me. Says that wild armbar attempt looked like the trial guy who did that to me last night. Jiu-jitsu influencers is becoming like boxing, having people like Jake Paul fighting everyone. And he be, they be taking dives. Ben Askren took a dive. You know, Ben Askren be taking dives and stuff too, man. You guys, that's what you guys want to see, though. You guys want to see these guys. I had another post. Let me go back over here.